Memorizing is not learning. We were taught how to study, but we were never taught how to have ideas. Think about it with me. At school, most of us learn to memorize, to repeat, to carry more information than the mind could truly handle, until we became overloaded and unable to explore anything new. Ideas are not born from pressure. According to Prentice Mulford, they come from a deeper part of us that feels, intuits, and perceives, our spirit, which he describes as a creative, intuitive intelligence, also calling it force. When the mind is in an elevated state, calm, receptive, and aligned, it stops being merely rational and begins to express the spirit, this inner force. When the mind is agitated, tense, or dominated by fear, it moves away from that force. In Mulford's writings, he explains that the spirit teaches, knows, and perceives. The calm mind receives, absorbs, and manifests. The mind and the spirit are deeply interconnected. That's why in previous videos, whenever I mention the spirit, I also mention the mind right afterward. The mind is the channel through which the spirit, this inner force, acts in the world. Personal development consists precisely in harmonizing the mind so that it expresses the spirit, this force, rather than blocking it. So returning to the topic, studying is not about filling the mind. It is about opening the mind. And opening requires space. You learn better through experience, not rules. Of course, theory matters, but no one learns to sail by memorizing instructions alone. You learn by feeling the wind, adjusting the sail, failing, trying again, until memory naturally holds what the spirit has learned. We do not learn to dance by reading about dance. We learn by observing the idea, observing, feeling, and then allowing the body to follow. Here's a reminder for all of us who think we need to know everything before we begin. You learn by doing, with gentleness, patience, and in your own rhythm. The state of learning is the state of repose. And this part is my favorite. To learn anything, to receive ideas, inspiration, creativity, we must enter a state of serenity, not hurry, but calm. A tranquil state where nothing rushes, nothing is forced. A state where even moving a chair is done slowly, as if that were the only task of the day. Because when the body is quiet, the mind grows stronger. And that's when the ideas begin to flow. The quieter you are, the more you see. The calmer you are, the more you receive. In a world that glorifies productivity, this almost sounds shocking, but think about it. Haven't your best ideas appeared in the shower or while gazing at the sky? Exactly. Repose is not just about stopping, taking a break, or taking a nap. It is a complete form of self-care, mental, emotional, and physical, which may include meditation, moments of silence with your own thoughts, slow walks in nature, or simply sitting quietly. At its core, repose is about giving yourself space to recharge and reconnect with who you are. Just a reminder, when you're in a state of repose, leave your phone aside, okay? Intuition is the best teacher. Each of us has an inner teacher, intuition, and it guides us far better than any external rule. A genius, Prentice explains, is someone who trusts this inner teaching. Intuition helps us understand people, it helps us sense opportunities, it helps us choose the right path, even when logic falls silent. When the mind is calm, intuition becomes clearer. It becomes a gentle voice saying this way: repose is not laziness, it is power. This may be the most transformative message of all. Repose, deep, serene, calm, is not inactivity. It is concentration. It is a strength gathering itself. When you are calm, your invisible inner forces organize themselves. Your mind, which functions like a magnet, attracts good ideas. Creativity flows. You learn effortlessly. Hurry, on the other hand, closes us off from inspiration. When the mind is fighting irritation or anxiety, energy is wasted. You get tired easily, feel sleepy, become frustrated, and feel as though you are not learning or being productive. Repose is not about doing nothing. Repose is about preparing yourself to do everything better. Everyday life is a study. A study is not limited to books. You study when you observe people on the street, when you notice the sky, when you walk without hurry and look at the world with interest. Wisdom is not hidden. It is everywhere. We only need to be calm enough to receive it. So, the next time you feel pressure to learn faster, or frustrated because you don't get it immediately, or guilty for resting, remember this. The spirit, this inner force, speaks in silence. The mind learns best in peace, and ideas arrive when we stop trying to force them. If you are in the middle of a project or your studies and feel like you're not being productive, take a rest, go for a walk, and get some fresh air. I hope this reflection helps you bring more gentleness into your learning, your work, and your life. This video was inspired by one of the chapters of this book that has been transforming my life in a positive way and encouraged me to start recording videos to share these valuable teachings with anyone interested in content that opens the mind to new, positive, and inspiring ideas. The book is called Your Forces and How to Use Them, and it was written by Prentice Mulford. The link to this edition, which includes the complete collection of the 6 books, is in the description. I hope you can understand my English. I'm Brazilian and I'm doing my best here. Now, I want to hear from you. Do your best ideas also come when you are calm? Tell me in the comments. I love reading your experiences. If this video helped you in any way, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who might need a reminder to slow down. Thank you for spending this calm moment with me. I see you in the next video.